Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's edition of the BullHorn. It is Fashion Friday. We're talking with Howard Lindzen from the StockTwits Network, coming in live from San Diego, California. Howard, you've been making bullish calls on Lululemon for weeks and weeks, but a few this week, along with Trader Florida and the talented blonde on the stream. What's going on with the stock?
I think high-end fashion's hanging in there. I mean, unfortunately for most investors, Lululemon traded down to $4 in the depression, the 12-month depression that the market faced in 08, 09. Now it's $47 today, but I've been very bullish on the stock, on the stream. So has Talented Blonde. Here's the thing. This is a very young company. Retail plays out about comps. This company could add 300-400 stores, and top-line growth is what investors and analysts love. For us small momentum traders, you like a pilot fish right underneath these trends. They are not something you put your whole net worth into, but these trends have played out over history, and the pictures look the same. Combined, women are making more investment and purchase decisions. More importantly, the analysts are taking this demographic seriously. Women 45 and above. This is a trend that analysts will be talking about.
Let's move on to FOSL, because I think it's a very similar story to Lululemon. This is a stock that just will not quit. It seems to go higher every day and then in its sleep. And you've got some shorts in there as well. Is FOSL the same type of story? What do you think is driving FOSL?
I'd have to check the stream. It is not a stock that I followed because I don't use the products. I see the stores. They're very interesting. The watches, the branding, the licensing that they're doing.
Right.
So obviously they're doing something right, but we'd have to go to the stream and check on that one.
Just to round things out on the fashion side, Gap Stores unveiled a new logo this week. What makes a company with a 20-year iconic logo all of a sudden come out with something that looks like it was designed by a divorced insurance executive? I mean, this is one of the ugliest logos, and the reaction has been universally negative.
Well, maybe a reaction in sense is good. Stock's up 22 cents. But here's the thing. The world has shifted towards skinny jeans and yoga pants.
Okay.
And a different type of lifestyle for teens and up. And so the simple styles of the Gap are no longer enough. So this looks to be a company with great distribution that's struggling for a new identity.
A quick roundup, long or short, at these levels after a huge move on Lululemon?
Lululemon, I was buying the last few days, and I will stay long this stock. It's frighteningly expensive, but I'm holding my nose and owning it.
Okay, you would not be committing more capital?
I don't need here. I have my position.
Okay, great. And on FOSL, is that a stock that you would take a look at, even with the huge move it's already made going into the holiday retailing season? It's a very popular gift item, the FOSL watch.
Yeah, I'm not crowding into retail. I have my plays in retail through Lulu high-end. I think one pulls the other pulls one, but it's one that I watch for industry strength.
Okay, and Gap Stores with a logo so unhip, it may as well be wearing a fanny pack. That one we're staying away from?
Gap, I didn't even know it still existed,
okay.
So yes, I guess
All right.
away from it.
Let's shift to the other big story. Yesterday, rumors erupted that Microsoft and Adobe were in talks about a possible merger. I call these two companies the victims of Apple support group. What do you make of these talks? Is there any logic behind a move like this if it happens?
No, I don't think so. I mean, Microsoft should be looking at young, agile. You know, the R&D is so far behind and so out of touch with reality that, you know, Microsoft got punished in the early 2000s for spending huge amounts of money on cable. It became a boring company and lost its way with search.
Right.
So I think these companies should be focused on small tech teams. They're behind. You bring in some fresh blood. Steve Ballmer, his time is well gone. Look at Nike. Look at the man running Nike from product. Take a look at Nike's chart versus Microsoft's chart, and you'll say there's nothing Microsoft can do right now except bring in a special product person and go to work. You got to go to work.
So big acquisitions like this are more like Hail Mary passes. I think you describe it as groping in the dark. They don't make sense if the products themselves aren't driving the company.
Yeah, Hail Mary passes are stupid, especially when you have the cash flow of Microsoft.
Right.
You can go buy all the talent you want in the world, pay cash for it, forget about the stock, just pay the money for the people, bring them out to Seattle, give them coffee, put them to work, yell at them, do whatever you have to do. But this starts with 20-year-olds. Right. And buying 45-year-old VPs of sales is not going to get it done.
So, Howard, a lot of money plowed into Adobe just on the rumors that there could be talks. It's pulling back a bit today. If this thing does not materialize, what's the future for Adobe, given that it's been frozen out of Apple? I mean, is Google possibly interested? What could possibly happen with ADBE?
Well, Adobe needs to get itself down to business and get in the business of fixing and speeding up all their products, bringing in young people themselves.
Right.
This game has changed. There are companies, hundreds of them, breaking out to all-time highs. This is not a time to be looking at Microsoft, Adobe, and Intel, unless it's the products that they themselves are using to make their products better.